Hey everyone, real quick before we get into the video, I had an audio issue, and so the opening chunk of the video where I'm kind of explaining most of what's going to be going on here with my Titans is going to have poor audio quality. Once you get past that part, it goes back to the normal audio quality. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to bring you a battle between my Titans and the Alpha Temenos. So that is this big, nasty looking guy here. This is in cycle 1 of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. I am essentially kind of investigating the Labyrinth, trying to figure out what's going on. There's a cult built up around the Labyrinth. And from what I can tell from the story so far, this is essentially the physical embodiment of what the Labyrinth represents. And in this game, the Labyrinth is not just a stationary object. It's sort of a almost living entity that spreads and exerts its influence over the population. Now, before we get down into this, I do want to mention our sponsor, StoneValleyGames.com. Stone Valley Games is your friendly distant game store run by Eric and Wendy. They have a ton of fantastic stuff over there. Go check them out. Not only do they have great games over there, and when I say great games, I mean they've got the new hotness, the old classics, the old hotness, the new classics, all that stuff. They also have some great programs. If you are a return customer, they have a loyalty program. If you are a customer that lives in the continental United States, they'll ship to you for free if you order $100 or more. And if you are in the U.S. military stationed overseas with an AA, AE, or AP address, they'll ship to you for free as well. So go check out StoneValleyGames.com. There is a link in the description below. All right, so before we get down to this, I want to give you a little idea of what I've got as far as weaponry and gear and everything, and then kind of what the Alpha Temenos is bringing to the battle as well. All right, so first we've got Telebacus here, who will be represented by this Triskelion dial here, and this is the Titan that Telebacus is piloting right now. Now, Telebacus currently has the Nemos card, Minoan Heritage. He has level 2 unlocked, which means I can use either level 1 or level 2. Most of the time, you're probably going to want to use level 2. Sorry, it's not focused. There you go. But at level 1, during movement, I can gain +1 movement for this +1 movement for this movement. To do that, I have to actually exhaust the card. Or once I have 3 or more danger, then I can exhaust the card so that during movement I gain 2 movement and bypass. And bypass lets me move through other figures. Or excuse me, not other figures, other Titans. That's an important distinction. As far as gear, Telebacus has the whale knife, so I'll roll 3 dice, get +0 on precision. For every hit, I get 1 red die, but it gives me reposition 2, which lets me in the second ability window move 2 spaces. I also have opening X, where X is the number of dice you hit with. So every time I hit with a die, I'll get to put an opening token in the Kratos pool to help the next Titan hit easier. Once I have danger of 5+, then I actually have reposition 4, so I can really move quite a bit in that second ability window with that. Also have Siren Panoply Armor. So I get an armored roll of 1 red die. Armor rolls let me reduce the danger I receive when I get hit by the Primordial, and reinforce 1, which means I can basically gain a fate to roll an extra armor or extra die during the armor roll. All right, and then I've got the Iapetus Lifeguard. During a reaction, I can gain fate and exhaust this card to gain reflex, so I can move 1 space. So between the whale knives and this, I should be able to really try to get out of the way of a lot of what the Primordial is going to do. And then the spring harness. gain a fate and exhaust this card, and then I can stand up, and it then specifies you can use this ability while knocked down, because normally you can't use abilities when you're knocked down. All right, next up we have Raz, who will be using this Triskelion and is represented by this Titan, is piloting this Titan. Let me get it to focus. There you go. And Raz currently has level 1 for both of her Nemos cards. We've got Imprisonment. You may reduce suffered knockbacks by up to 2. And Blood on your hands. After you raise your rage for any reason, if your rage is equal to your current priority to the current priority target's rage, you may gain the priority target token. Normally, you only gain the priority target token if you have more rage than the current priority target. All right, then we've got the Ballista Gun for Raz. She only rolls 1 die but has +2 precision. If she hits, she gets a black die for this one, which is better than the red die. And at danger 7+, it automatically deals a wound when she hits. Or I guess technically it's not a wound, it's a, what's it called? Power when she hits. And you need a certain amount of power in order to wound. Ranged at 4 to 6, so she can't be too close to use this. She has to be far enough away to be able to use it. So in that 4 to 6 range, it is cumbersome, which means that if she wounds with it, she'll have to spend either an attack or a movement to unexhaust it. It will become exhausted when she wounds with it. Oh, and then also it has commit. To attack with this weapon, you have to gain 1 fate. Then we've got the Shipwrecker's Shield. So she could attack with this if she wanted to, and she only would, though, if she was closer, if she was adjacent, basically. But primarily, we're going to try to attack with the Ballista. But you can see two dice to attack plus 0 precision. She gets a red dice for hitting with it. But the main reason we've got it is for this defense. So when she's trying to evade a hit, she can re-roll 2d10 when evading. And if she gets a crit evade, then we'll place 2 opening tokens in the Kratos pool. And then we've got the Trireme Breastplate. So it gets an armor roll of 2 red dice. Again, with the armor roll is to reduce the danger that is acquired from these attacks by the Primordial. Ascended is not something that we need to worry about right now. It's not going to apply during this battle. And then you have 1 additional gear slot. Well, that doesn't really matter too much right now. She only has this 1 piece of gear, but definitely could be something that becomes important later. But mainly she's got it for the danger reduction. But so we've got the Make Sheath. Start a battle, gain +1 fate. So let's go ahead and do that. So +1 fate. All right. When you are about to exhaust a ranged weapon, exhaust this card instead. So that basically lets me fire the Ballista Gun twice without having to, recock the Ballista Gun. Next up, we've got Odyssey. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Let's go with, I think, Odyssey. And he will be with that Triskelion and is represented by this Titan here. Only has 1 Nemos card. It is Curse of the Gods, level 1. During an attack roll, re-roll all 1s on non-crit dice. All right, so Odyssey has the Ballista Gun, which we've already covered. And he's our second ranged person, basically. We have 2 ranged people. The Siren Shield, which if he does attack with it, which hopefully we don't have to do that very much, 2 damage, or I'm sorry, what I was saying. It gets to roll 2 d10s to hit, and then +0 precision. Every hit gets a red die, and I can block with it, gain 2 fate, and exhaust it to block 1, which means I would completely ignore a hit from the Primordial. Alternatively, I can flip this card over, make it unusable for the rest of the fight, also for block 1. But in that case, I wouldn't gain fate, which is why you do it that way. And then the Trireme Breastplate, which we've also covered already, and the Iapetus Lifeguard, which we've covered already. And then finally, we've got Olympia, who will be with this Triskelion. She has 2 Nemos cards, a Dream You Hold. She's got level 2, so this means Titans adjacent to you have +1 precision, and another Titan after danger 3. I can exhaust it so that another Titan may move 1 space. And then Cast Off, level 1, exhaust it when you are about to resolve a trauma draw, treat your danger as 1 lower. All right, and then she got the Kratos copies. Two dice when we roll to hit, one or +1 precision, gets 1 red die for every hit. Now, if she does manage to wound, though, we've got Carving Wound that will trigger. She needs to pass a Wisdom 8 check. She has 2 wisdom, so I have to roll a 6 or better. And then we'll get some extra resources carved off of the Primordial. Also, it has Sacrifice. During the first ability window, you may gain +1 danger to place 1 break token in the Kratos pool. So that means that she'll be able to place a break token to use herself rather than for the next Titan to use. Got the Spring Harness, which we've already talked about, the Siren Shield, which we've already talked about, and the Cell Spolus. So it gives her +1 courage during the fight. And then for Fate, we can flip it over like that so we can't use it anymore. And then she gets Second Chance, which basically means that if I've drawn a trauma card that is terrible, I can spend this to redraw that trauma, and then I, of course, have to take the second one. And this is a named Titan, by the way, and they have the Promethean strain. And the only difference here, let's see, is that you can see 2 to 3 instead of 1 to 3, which means that if they get just a single danger, we will not have to draw a trauma card. And then also at the bottom, we can actually lose danger by exhausting the card. So pretty cool. All right, so that's everything going on with the Titans. Now, as far as the Alpha Temenos itself, so it has 8+ to hit, and then 6 movement and 10 health. However, this particular monster, this particular Primordial, gives us the option to get out of dodge before it completely wipes us off the board. Currently, we're on, it's not really a level, it's always considered level 1, but this is the second time we've fought it, and we need to wound it 3 times to be able to escape. Now, once we wound it 3 times, if we feel like we've got a shot at taking it all the way down to 10 wounds, we can actually stick around. That'll be a decision that we make at a time that the 3rd wound is given to it. But I'll be honest, I don't anticipate sticking around, because when I fought it the first time, we also only needed to wound it 3 times. We wounded it twice, and then it TPK'd us. So probably going to run the first chance I get. But again, we'll make that decision when the time comes. So what else is going on with this guy? All right, so it does have a vantage point possibility, which is where we actually would wound it to the point where we're able to climb on top of it and attack it that way. There's certain body part cards that, if we crit those cards or something like that, then we'll actually create the vantage point. So it doesn't have a vantage point yet, but we will have the opportunity potentially to create a vantage point. So we'll see if that happens. I haven't actually created one yet in my plays. All right, so now we've got Ariadne's logic. Man, some of these Greek words. When attacked for the Labyrinth tile, Temenos has -1 Aeon Trespass. And so that basically makes the body part cards easier to wound. So we'll see if I manage to attack it from a Labyrinth tile. However, we don't want to spend a lot of time with Labyrinth tiles, and you'll see why in just a moment. All right, it's also got End of Hope. End of the Primordial round, always perform Signature. Well, let's go and look and see what the signature is. So it'll do its AI card, and then it will do the Tentacle Strike, which is a signature. 3 D10, 10+ for me to evade. And then we'll go through the targeting when the time comes. But you gain 1 despair token, and then you move and attack, or then it moves and attacks, and each hit's going to deal 2 danger. And if I have a fate of 4 or more, it's +1 die, so it'd be 4 dice at that point. And then after attack, Labyrinth 1. All right, and so then we've got Maze Sense. Labyrinth tiles do not block the Temenos line of sight. Argonauts with the Maze Touch Affliction, none of us have that right now, must apply all Fate X Plus effects regardless of their actual fate. And then maze reconfiguration. This is why we're not going to spend a lot of time in there. When Temenos is instructed to place a Labyrinth tile under a Titan that is already standing on a Labyrinth tile, that Titan draws an obol instead, which basically means we have a 50-50 shot of dying. And then we've got Labyrinth X. Well, okay, we've already seen that before, fighting the Labyrinthorus. But just as a reminder, Labyrinth X basically means that one of these shaped Labyrinth tiles are going to sprout up underneath us. Essentially, this thing is summoning the Labyrinth out directly underneath us and dropping us into it. We have 2 Argo abilities currently. Crisis Protocol, it gets 2 charges, so we can use it twice. Choose a Titan. That Titan may gain or lose 2 danger. And then we've got Arrow Barrage, place 1 break token or 2 opening tokens in the Kratos pool. We've got a number of columns out here. If we manage to push the Alpha Temenos into a column, then we roll a d10, 1 to 2, nothing happens. 3 to 8, place 1 negative Aeon Trespass token in the Kratos pool. 9 to 10, place 2 negative Aeon Trespass tokens in the Kratos pool. Again, making it easier to wound. The city, down here, it's reinforced destructible, which means that when the primordial moves onto this tile or a Titan is involuntarily moved onto it, flip the terrain tile and the terrain card. Allied, we are in... Are we in allied territory? No, we are not in allied territory, but we're also not in territory where we're at war, so these bottom 2 don't apply. And it's the same on the other side if the city is ruined. You'll see we do get +1 evasion if we are in that tile. And there's 2 cities, one here and one up there. And then the Maze Outcrop, which is right here, and this came from an adventure. Treasure, once per battle, when adjacent, search the Maze Outcrop, roll a d10, and then one of these things will happen. And honestly, they're kind of bad, but I'll probably take a chance just in case, just to see if we can get something out of it. All right, so here we go. Alpha Temenos starts. So AI card. We've got 4 Tentacle Smash. The Primordial attacks you with one of the trunk-like tentacles. Target, the priority target. So I actually should have chosen this beforehand. So who would I have chosen? Probably one of my melee people, because I don't want my ranged people being adjacent to it if I can help it. We'll go with Telebacchus. Gain 1 despair token. All right, so these despair tokens are pretty nasty. What they do is, the first one you have is -1 precision. The second one is -3 precision. The third one means you can't attack, and the fourth one kills you. Now, you can get rid of them by wounding the primordial. And if you wound the primordial, you get rid of 1 despair token. Also, they are not... They don't work. They are deactivated, basically, if you are adjacent to another Titan. So now we've got move and attack, Fate 3, no, that doesn't apply. Each hit's going to deal 2 danger and then knockdown. So it'll come this way and then down. The primordial can move through the labyrinth and everything without any issue. It doesn't destroy it. He can see through it, all that stuff. All right, so rolling 2 dice. 9 plus. It's a 4 and a 2. So each of these is going to deal 2 danger. I think I'll go ahead and take that 2 danger for now. That's as far as these things go, it could be a lot worse. So not 2 danger apiece, so 4 danger. But that does mean we have to draw a major trauma. Dread. Gain the Dread condition card. You have -4 precision. Are you kidding me? While on a rear space, weak spot, or vantage point, you have -2 precision instead. If you gain this condition card a second time, or you gain the fear condition, you die. I can face my fear. When you deal a wound, discard this condition card and gain 2 positive precision tokens. Oh, okay. End of battle. If you still have this condition card, draw a Faded Nemos card. So he doesn't have a weak spot, but he has 3 blind spots directly behind him. Or does he? No, I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. This is what a blind spot looks like right here. That's what a weak spot looks like. And he has neither of those on his card. So the only way for me to get rid of that is if I have, if some effect tells me to get rid of a condition card, or we manage to create the vantage point, and then he climbs on top of it and then does that attack. So right off the bat, Telebacus is in bad shape. But Telebacus is going to use the Iapetus Guard, Lifeguard. So he'll gain 1 fate to move that way. And we're doing that basically right. Oh, wait, I see. Hold on. No, I can't. He's going to get knocked down. So take that back. So he's knocked down. And see, the reason why is the Iapetus Guard, Lifeguard it can only happen at these spots here where these exclamation points are. And you can see the move and attack happens after one of those. So I could have moved right after that, right? But then it would just move and find me anyway. And then it attacks me. And then each hit deals the 2 danger and knockdown. And then there's another spot where I could have done it. So the knockdown happens. And now after final attack, Labyrinth 1. And this first one is a square Labyrinth. Of course, right away getting all up in my display here for you. We'll put it... So it breaks the column. That's gone. And we'll put them there. All right. So that's the Alpha Temenos' first attack. But then the Tentacle Strike signature happens. Temenos strikes you with one of its innumerable tentacles. So furthest Titan, not in front in range. So one of these 2. This guy's obviously farther away. Who is that? That is... Odyssey. So he's going to gain a despair token. And then we've got move and attack. If his fate was 4 or more, it'd be an extra die there. Let's see. 1. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do this. We'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And turn. All right, so then move and attack 3 at 10 plus. Oh, hold on, y'all. Wait, back up. Real quick, something we forgot to do over here. This could actually change some stuff. I forgot my armor roll, and we're not going to reinforce it, but... So this would actually have reduced, when you do an armor roll, the triangle symbol here, that would have reduced the danger that I received by 1, which means I would have gotten 3 danger instead of 4. And I promise I won't retcon stuff like this all the time, but I'm just trying to make sure I remember this stuff, which means that I would not have gained this trauma card with the dread, all right? Instead, and I'm going to shuffle this back up. That way, dread could still come up, and a lot worse stuff could actually come up too. So instead, it would have been Fateful Wound. All your attacks gain crit and miss, gain +1 danger, and immediately fully miss the attack. So that's not great either. But better than Dread. Okay. Promise not to do too many of those type of retcons. All right. So where were we? Yeah, that's right. We're doing a 10 plus roll on this. Oh, almost actually avoided some of that. So that's going to be 6 danger. But first, we are absolutely going to block one of those. So that's going to gain us 2 fate for the Siren Shield, which is also exhausted now. And so one of these is gone. So now we're down to 4 danger. Then we've got our Trireme Breastplate, which has the armor roll here with 2 red dice. All right, so only 1 triangle, but that means we gain 3 danger instead of 4, which is preferable because that means we get a minor wound instead of a major, or minor trauma instead of major trauma. Insulted, you may immediately perform a bonus attack if you have the knockdown, falling down condition card. Immediately stand up instead. Okay, this is fantastic. So this has broken the Temenos attack, and instead I get to do this bonus attack against it. Oh, but of course, this is my one of my ranged guys. So one thing that I don't think I could technically do this, but it feels right to me, and so I allow this. Just keep in mind this may not be technically in line with the rules. If I'm in a situation where none of my equipped weapons can attack, I will attack with my fists instead. I believe that technically, because this has a 2-handed symbol there, I don't think I can technically do this, but this is something that I do. Call it a house rule if you want to, which it probably is a house rule, but that's what we're going to do. So as you can see with fists, you have 2 dice to hit with plus 0 precision, and then a red die for every hit. You can also see this item can be used as a weapon with the following modifiers -1. So really I'm rolling with a 1. So we're going to need an 8 or better. Oh, we got it. Okay. All right. What body part? We hit the meaty tentacle. So we need 4. This is technically possible, though pretty unlikely. Because we're only going to roll. We get... Oh, and let's not forget, rage went up. Oh, wait. We didn't get it. He's at -1 precision because of that. So the 8 is not enough. Put that back. We'll leave it on top. We know what's coming, but that's not going to change how we come at the guy. But the 8 was not enough. But he did get 1 rage for attacking. And that also means the tentacle strike is done because we got that bonus attack in there. And so now it is the Titan turn. So what I really want to do is have Telebacchus and Odyssey adjacent to someone when they attack. That doesn't seem likely, though, because both the other people are ranged. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, though. No, that's right. I'm sorry. Odyssey is one of my ranged people. Okay, so that actually could work out. Let's see here. I think what we'll do is go 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. And we'll actually use the arrow barrage. All right. So we'll throw 2 opening tokens into the Kratos pool. And these make it so that I'm more likely to hit. They basically add 1 to my my rolls to hit. Also, so he gains a rage and then a fate because the ballista gun requires a fate to hit or to attack with. All right, so we've got. Let's just roll. Let's see what happens here. A 5. That's not going to be enough because that puts us at 7, but then we're -1 because of that. Even so, not even close. So we're gonna because I really feel like we need to get on this guy fast. So we're gonna get another fate to re-roll. You can always re-roll your attack rolls. 1 fate per die that you re-roll. Yes. Oh man, that's a crit. Okay, much better. All right. So again, the meaty tentacle. All right. So we need to get 4 power. And we're rolling against the critical here. So if we wound it, we'll deal an additional single wound. That'll get us 2/3 of the way there with this first attack. Okay, so let's see here. The ballista gun gives us a black die, and Odyssey gets a red die just for the Dreamwalker Titan that he's piloting. Yeah, all right. Not enough. That's 3. Oh, but we do get a reroll. We do get a reroll. All right, so because he's at 2 rage, we can reroll. We'll reroll this one. So that's where we're at. And if you look, we've got what do we need? We need 4. Oh, actually, there's no way for us to get it because we don't have any break tokens. So we were there. So we only had 2. We were only halfway there. Oh, that sucks. Well, so then the instinct does kick in because we failed to wound. All Titans in Zone 1 gain +1 danger and suffer knockdown. Well, Zone 1 means exactly 1 range all around him. None of us are in Zone 1, so we're good there. Okay, so that was Odysseus' turn. And now we'll have Olympia go next. By the way, Odysseus is now the priority target because he's at 2 rage. So 1 rage for Olympia because she's going to attack. Obviously, she's got to move before she attacks, though. So let's do that. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. My goal is to kind of move down into the city down here to try to gain some cover. We'll see if that actually ends up being a worthwhile maneuver. So she's right there. We're attacking with the Kratos Kopi. So she's going to get 2 dice. These are gone. Well, hold on. They're gone, but we did hit 1 rage. Or 2 rage, I should say, for Odysseus. So he's going to leave a break token behind. All right. So Olympia has +1 precision. So needs a 7. So 1 hit. I don't feel like 1 is going to be enough. So we're going to gain a fate. Oh, yeah, there's another crit. Okay, all right. All right, this one needs 5, though. Oh, boy. So we get 6 dice, but again, we need 5 power. Oh, we did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that potential right there turns into a power because of the break token I put in, which means, well, first off, let's escalate. Well, no, you know what? Let's do the critical first. So this was the Maze Seed, a living shard of the true labyrinth. Once seeded, it would grow and consume the world. Not this time. We get to create the vantage point. So the vantage point means we actually take this piece off, put this piece on, and now that's actually a spot that my Titans can stand. To climb on, we need to test Fury 6+. Raz has 1 Fury, and Olympia has 1 Fury. That's it. So those are the ones that we'll be trying to climb on. Once they're on, then I believe it's the right there. Yeah, end of primordial round. If on the vantage point, test endurance 5+. So Raz has 1 endurance. Olympia has 0 endurance. So Raz might be our main person trying to get up there. Except she has a ranged weapon, so that's no good. Ooh, Herodotus also has a ranged weapon. So it needs to either be Telebacchus, who has 1 endurance but no fury, or Olympia, who has 1 fury but no endurance. But yeah, so you have to test endurance to hold on. If you fail, you displace to an adjacent space, knock down. So the effect of being on the vantage point, when on the vantage point, you gain +1 power. You cannot gain despair tokens, and you ignore primordial responses. So there's a lot of benefit to being up there. Okay, so hold on. Let's finish resolving this now. Uh, so the maze seed goes into the wound stack. That's our first wound. And now, though, we have to take because that was a level 1, Macy was level 1, we got to take a level 2 and place it in the body part deck. Shuffle it up. I'm not looking. Okay. And then we look at the AI deck, find our first level 1 card, pull it out, and replace it with a level 2. All right. Oh, and then let's not forget we've got to do a carving check because that was Olympia, right? Yeah. So Olympia has 2 wisdom. So we roll a die. It's a wisdom 8 check, so we need a 6. We got it. So since it's carving 1, we get 1 of this resource right there, which is the maze fragment resource. We already have 2 of them. Haven't found what to use them for yet, but we've got 2. Oh. Now we got our 3rd. By the way, here's the falling down status for Telebacus over here. All right. Now, or you know what? Let's put it right next to him just so we know who that goes to. Okay. So I could go ahead and try to climb on top with Olympia, but then she's going to have to hold on. Of course, if she's on top of him, she's not going to be targeted by him. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Because my only other Titan who's going to attack this round is ranged. So Raz doesn't want to climb up there. So yeah, Olympia's going to try to climb up. Again, it is Fury 6. So I need a 6. Nice. All right. So right up on top. Okay. So now, like I said, all we've got is Raz left. I actually don't think I'm going to waste my time with this just because he TPK'd us last time. I don't want to waste any turns trying to possibly get something in here when this is just as likely to deal me some damage too. So instead, we'll just one. Well, can I double check the line of sight rules? Draw an imaginary straight line from a corner of any space occupied by the attacker to a corner of any space occupied by the target. Oh yeah, definitely have line of sight there. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I do have range. Okay, all right. This is perfect because then Raz can attack and then backtrack into the city. So, Raz has the ballista. Let's see. Let's go on and give her 1 rage. There we go. Oh wait, who attacked last? It was Olympia. Olympia has 1 rage, so she'll leave. You know what? That break token came in such good, was so helpful last time. We'll put another break token in there. All right, so Ras is attacking. Here we go. Needs 6 or better. Nice. All right. 5. This is going to be tough. This is the leg trunk. Black and red. We got 4. We did not quite do it. If we had another break token, we could have done it, but only have the 1 break token. So that's going to be a fail. It's a knockdown, but knockdown requires adjacency, so she doesn't get knocked down, and she will now backtrack into the city. So that's everyone. Now this knockdown flips over to knock down standing up. So still knocked down, but we'll be able to stand up on their next turn. And now, oh wait, before we end, we want to go and use Crisis Protocol to reduce one of our Titans by 2 on their danger. So these two are at 3 each. Telebacus is less able to absorb danger, so we'll reduce that to 1. All right, so here we go. Thankfully, it's a level 1. Oh, but the level 2 is next up on top of the deck. So that one will probably be nasty. Maze Breath. The air around you fills with despair. Priority target, so Odyssey row. Gain 2 despair tokens. Oh my god. So he can't attack unless he is adjacent to a Titan now. And if he gets one more while not adjacent, he dies. Move and attack target. What's his fate? His fate is 4, so it's actually going to be +1. It's going to be 3 dice. That one misses, so that's good. These 2 hit. Which means he would get 6 danger and 4 fate. Oh my lord. There's nothing I can do about it. I could re-roll them for 2 fate. He's already at 4 fate. I'm not going to re-roll them. I am going to try to obviously do my armor roll. So 1 danger goes away. That's 5 danger. Wow. So that knocks him all the way up to 8 danger, which means he's taking a grave trauma now. Fate Worse Than Death. Gain this card and the priority target token. While you have this card, you cannot lose the token. End of battle. If the Titan is dead, resolve Fate Worse Than Death special event. And then we've got After Attack Labyrinth 1. This time it's an L-shaped Labyrinth tile. We'll do it like this so he can keep trying to make his way towards the city. All right, and then we do signature. So Tentacle Strike, target furthest from Titan, not in front, in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so he's not in range. She's not in front, so it's going to be her. It's going to be her. Oh, but can he go? I don't think he can go through the maze outcrop. Surely he's intended to be able to. It's just part of the labyrinth. But it's an obstacle. Obscure. Hold on. Never mind. Obstacles don't affect primordials. They only affect Titans. So, or the obstacle trait, I should say. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's what we're doing. All right. So now Raz is in the city here. So gets +1 to the evasion roll. But what are we doing? Oh, she does get a despair token. All right, so 10 plus on this roll. No 10s. Technically, it'd be 9 plus. So that would give her 6 fate. She does have the Trireme breastplate. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. The Shipwrecker Shield lets her reroll 2 of these, and then she'll gain 1 fate to reroll the other one. That way she can reroll all of these, and again, 9 plus. Nothing. So she's taken all of the damage here, all of the danger. So it is going to be 6 danger, which equals a major trauma draw. Predict moves. Look at the top card of the BP or AI deck. You may put it back on top of the corresponding deck or onto the corresponding discard. Oh, this is perfect. We will definitely look at that level 2 AI card. And yeah, the next one, of course, is level 1. So this one is going to be terrible. 4 tentacle quad. I don't even care what it says. That is going into the discard pile because level 2 is always awful. Nice. All right. So every now and then, that major and grave trauma will give you something cool instead of something awful. Oh, but then after attack, Labyrinth 1, and there's no way to avoid that. Ooh, which means I should have seen this coming. Which means the city is destroyed. So let's kind of slide this down. All right, so pretty sure that is everything for the Primordial's turn, except we do need to see if Olympia is going to be able to hold on up there. So that's going to be a endurance roll. She has 0 endurance. It's going to be a 5 or better. Nice. Okay, I can't believe how many 10s I've rolled this game. This is not what my experience has typically been with this game. So now while she's on the vantage point, we're definitely going to go ahead and attack with her. When on the vantage point, you gain +1 power. You cannot gain despair. You ignore primordial responses. So let's go ahead and attack with Olympia. So that'll put her at 2 rage. You know what? She's got no danger right now. So we're going to go ahead and use sacrifice to gain 1 danger to put a break token in the Kratos pool. Oh man, a 5 and a 4. That is not good enough. We're going to reroll both of those. Oh, and so here's where my luck changes, a 2 and a 1. All right, so nothing doing with her at all. All right, so let's go ahead and have Telebaka stand up. I don't think, let's see, he can move up to 7 using Minoan Heritage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, okay. So he will activate Minoan Heritage and now get in here and attack with the whale knives. But remember, he's got this despair token, so he's -1 on his precision overall. So that means he's got to roll 9 or better right now. Nothing. He's got no fate. Oh, wait, let's don't forget to give him rage. He's got no fate, so we're going to re-roll all 3 of these. There's a crit. All right, so at least he hits, let's see, 4. Ugh. So he's only getting to roll 2 of these, so he has to roll perfect. Or almost, that's a 3. So we have 1 break token, so this is 3 total. Not enough, though. All right, but let's see, fail. Gain the fear condition card. -2 precision, so total of -3 now. If you gain this condition card a second time or gain the dread condition card, flip this card. And then when you wound, you'll discard the condition card and gain 1 positive precision. All right, so he's got fear right now. This is gone. Now, we've got reposition 2, however. So 1, 2, just so we're not adjacent. And opening X, where X is the number of dice you hit with. He hit with 1, so 1 opening token will go in here. Now the next body part card is a level 2, which means it's probably going to be pretty difficult to wound. So I am going to use... Actually, I'm not going to use Arrow Barrage. I think what we will do is use Arrow Barrage because we only need 2 more wounds. So we'll use Arrow Barrage to go after the level 1s. I think that's going to be our best bet. But we do have that opening token there. So we've had Olympia and Telebacus go so far without any wounds. So Herodotus can't do anything unless he gets adjacent to someone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. start heading in that direction. And he did not use a combat action, so he'll use that combat action to unexhaust the Siren Shield. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can definitely draw a line there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. So range is good. She has -1, but that's +1. And then +2 from the ballista gun. So looking at +2 overall. Oh, my lord. Oh, wait. Let's not forget to the rage. And then let's re-roll this. Oh, no. Well, we're getting rid of that one. Bring in the other white die. Wow. That was an awful turn. And I think that's everything I can do. We will use Crisis Protocol to reduce... What's she at? Oh, she's at a 1. Okay. I think Raz will reduce Raz down to 4. Oh, also on Olympia's turn, I meant to exhaust Promethean Strain, so that will move that down to 0. Okay, so that was terrible. So here we go. Left tentacle swipe. Temenos swipes at you with one of its innumerable tentacles. Closest Titan in front in range. No Titans are in front. So closest Titan in sight. Right there. All right, so gain 1 despair token. And then, so fate 3+. Yep. So an additional despair token. We got to get our Titans next to each other. So 3 dice, 10+. Nothing. So that will be 6 danger. All right, I think we'll take that. We're definitely going to take a fate to add a die to our armor roll. We only absorb 1 danger. So that'll be 5 danger, which is a major trauma. Giant Gash, gain +1 danger. Shuffle this card back in the trauma deck, then resolve the trauma draw again. And a 7 means it's going to be a grave trauma. Burning Heart, stand up. You may lose 2 danger and gain or gain 1 rage and immediately perform a bonus attack. Nice. Okay. All right. So down to 5, gain a rage, and then perform a bonus attack, which will be an additional rage. Oh, wait. Can't do a bonus attack because 3 despair and not adjacent to anyone. But at least we lost some danger and did gain 1 rage. And now for the Tentacle Strike. Furthest Titan not in front in range. Raz back here. This is going to get destroyed. All right, so it's gain 1 despair token. And 10+. That's going to be 6. We can't. We have to try to re-roll that. So that's going to push our fate up to 6. It all hits. So this is going to be an obel draw. Oh, man, this could kill her. Or kill the Titan, at least. So that goes up to 9, and now we have to resolve an obel draw. So the way I do this is... because it's just 2 cards, shuffling 2 cards seems silly. I say that you live is odds, and you died is evens. Evens. All right, now on you died, roll a d10. On a 10, you awaken instead. I just wasted that 10 right there. Oh, a 9. Oh. All right, man. See, here we go. So that's one Titan down. Salone is, or I'm sorry, Raz is gone. Technically, Raz is not dead. Technically, her Titan is dead, but same difference for the fight. Okay, so we really need Olympia to pull her weight right now. So Olympia is definitely attacking first. Oh wait, Olympia's actually got to see if she even stays up there. Endurance 5+. Oh no, that's a test. So let's try to stay up there. No. All right, so she falls off, which means she has to displace to an adjacent space, and then she's knocked down. So I think here. All right, well, now it's her turn. We're absolutely going to use the spring harness to stand up. So it's one fate. And did I already increase my rage? I think I did. All right. So she's at 3 rage. Here we go. Need 7s. No, wait. Oh, we're going up against the. All right, yeah. So she's gonna try to take on this level 2 body part card. So here we go. That's a hit. We're definitely gonna need. So we'll re-roll that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 2 hits. Not gonna be enough. Nope. I need to. I only sit 3 red dice. It can't. It's impossible. So that's a miss. So knockback. Oh, knockback 7. She's gonna crash right here, which means she gains a danger. But all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so look, here's what we'll do. If we go 1, 2, 3 for Telebacus, and you'll use his combat action to unexhaust Minoan heritage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now they're adjacent, so their despair tokens don't affect them now. Which, by the way, this guy is not. She's the priority target now. Odizero will attack. Oh, she did hit though, so she gets to leave. She's gonna leave 2 break tokens, and we'll use Arrow Barrage to leave 2 opening tokens. All right, so now Odysseus is attacking with the ballista gun plus 2 precision plus the opening tokens means he only needs to get a 4. He got a 7. All right. Oh, no, we already did that. Okay. Needs 5. It's a little bit tricky. We're rolling a black and a red. Oh, his danger is at 8. The ballista gun gives him 1 power already for having more than 7 or more danger. So we only need to roll 4. Oh no, we definitely need to re-roll that, and we will re-roll both of them. No, wait, can we? No, we can't. We can only re-roll 1. Let's put this back where it was. All right, so we have 1 power there. We have 1 from the ballista gun. So now we have to get 2 power with this roll. We got it. We got it. Okay, so that's a wound. Oh no, we needed 3 power. Oh, let's not forget he gets a fate for attacking with the ballista gun. Damn it. All right, well, nothing doing there. That's a fail. Perform signature against the attacker. Holy crap. All right. So he turns around. He comes here. He's going to land on top of Telebacus. So Telebacus, so it's right here. Telebacus gets knocked back 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, let's don't forget she is still in the falling down state. All right. So now Telebacus. No, I'm sorry. Odyssey is getting attacked with the 3, 10 plus. That's going to deal him. Oh, no, it would actually be, there'd be one more as well. Nope. So that's going to be 8. And clearly he's, going to be doing the overroll. Not really even worth. There's no way for me to even block enough of it, so we'll just do the overroll. So first, odds, evens. Odds, we live. Fantastic. Oh, he gains a despair token, though, as well. So he's dead. He gained a despair token. There's no one next to him. He's dead. So now, now it's actually the... now it's the Primordial's turn. All right, so here we go. I had such high hopes for this, y'all. Right tentacle swipe. Temenos swipes at you with one of its innumerable tentacles. Closest Titan in front in range. 1, 2. Wait. Right here, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually not in range. So. Oh, and he's right here. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't had to do this before. Closest Titan in front in range. Not applicable. Closest Titan in sight. Oh, that's right. Not a blind spot. So he does. He turns around and goes after Olympia. She gains a despair token. 10 plus. Rolling 4 of them. There's a 10. So 3 hit. That's 6 danger. How much fate does she have? She's going to completely flip the shield over to, so that blocks one of these entirely. So that's 2 hits. Yeah, so 2 hits. So that's going to be 4 danger that she takes. Puts her at 5. Major trauma. Right? Yep. Flood of Memories. Gain +1 Nemos node for a chosen Nemos. Then unexhaust that Nemos. Well, none of her Nemos are exhausted. So we'll actually mark Haunted here. And then she would be knocked down, but she's already knocked down, so that doesn't matter. And then knock back 8 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeez. All right, and then it's their turn, but I don't see any reason. I mean, there's really. I could have Telebacus stand up, but why? Since he can't attack when he's not adjacent to anybody. The way I can have him stand up is with the spring harness here. He's got that, but we're not going to do that. So basically, we're just going to flip them up to the knockdown standing up status. And now, oh, these are gone. And now it is the Primordial turn again. So this time, small pyramid. Temenos strikes the ground with a small maze pyramid. Target closest Titan in front in range. Closest Titan in sight, which will be down here. But he can't get to him. Oh, but it does not say in range, just closest Titan in sight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. I'm messing this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll turn around and face him. And then gain one despair token, so he's dead. All right, and then Tentacle Strike. Furthest Titan, not in front in range, nope. Furthest Titan in range, nope. Titan on vantage point, nope. Closest Titan in sight, so he just moves up towards that Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or he would actually go here and then up. And that's destroyed. And then my turn, stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just out of range. If I could use Rush, but I'll be just out of range. So I'll unexhaust the Spring Harness and the Promethean Strain and then wait for him to come to me. Oh, we got a level 2. Closest Titan in front in range. Nope. Closest Titan in sight. Gain 2 despair tokens. And now she can't attack. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's nothing I can do at this point. That's the game. So, in defeat, we proceed to the aftermath. I'm not going to tell you the aftermath because it is actually in the special aftermath section. It's so it'd be a spoiler, so I'm not going to go into that with you. But yeah, this guy is absolutely brutal. I mean, really the turning point was when I got my Titan onto the vantage point and couldn't capitalize. And that was just shockingly awful considering how I had been rolling up to that point. Whew. Well, thanks for checking out this beatdown. Be sure to come back and check out more footage. We've got How to Play Aeon Trespass Odyssey coming up soon. I had a snafu with my filming, and I had the first part filmed, and now I have to refilm the whole thing, but it is coming. Be sure to come back and check out How to Play Frosthaven. We got the first part of that out. We'll be bringing you the second part soon. How to Play Perdition's Mouth and How to Play Australia. All of that coming up. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.